The political backlash over reports that the Prime Minister is planning to scrap the Birmingham to Manchester leg of HS2 grew today as 5 Labour mayors joined forces to urge Rishi Sunak to keep the project on track.
But as the headlines continue over whether the northern leg will go ahead and when an announcement might be made, what of the people living in the Staffordshire village sat on the route? Fradley has been overshadowed by construction for years and could now literally be the end of the line for HS2. Lucy Capassi reports.
It's seen many changes in recent years, but this part of Fradley, around St Stephen's Church, built in 1861 as a chapel of ease, so local families didn't have to travel the couple of miles to Alrowas, still retains much of its original charm and character. The village's population has doubled in the last 5 years. You can see evidence of that with all the new houses going up. The other big construction project here is that of the HS2 line, and reports over the last few days suggesting the Prime Minister may have changed his mind on the Birmingham to Manchester leg has left the village unsettled.
It's uncertainty, piled on uncertainty. The people of Fradley have been living in a kind of limbo for years now. There's not enough information. No one seems to know quite what's going on. And when will we get our lives back?
Here on the outskirts of Fradley is where the so-called London to Birmingham leg of HS2 ends. And it's also where the northern leg is supposed to begin. If that's scrapped, the locals here say, what was it all for?
I'd like them to finish what they started. Because they've done so much damage over the last year and a half, get it finished. If we have to have been through all of this pain and heartache and disruption for nothing, that really does become an insult to everybody that lives locally.
A couple of years ago, before COVID, it was definitely going to be a good thing, but now people work from home. People don't have the money to spend on getting a train ticket for that extra 15 minutes. It's a waste of time. And Fradley is just becoming a rat run.
One of the biggest frustrations was the closure last summer of a slip road off the A38 that leads directly into Lichfield. This has doubled the journey time to the town from 10 to at least 20 minutes. And businesses say it's had a big impact.
This was due to go on, it's been going on for years, and to sort of cut it in half and only have one leg of it, it seems all this disruption, all the road closures, it's affected business quite a bit. We've lost a lot of trade from Lichfield because it's probably 7 miles further for them to go back, although they can come here, they can't get back with their fish and chips, nice and hot.
The Lichfield MP, Michael Fabricant, says he'd be in agreement with Rishi Sunak if he was to say he was scrapping the next stage.
I really do believe the government has got to think again about this project. It's costing far too much. The current estimates are something like £180 billion. And, fewer and fewer people are now using rail.
People here told me they feel that Fradley is the part of the line that everyone's forgotten. And they urged the Prime Minister to consider the disruption on their village and others like them as he makes his final decision on the northern leg. Lucy Capassi, ITV News.
Well, we put the concerns of those in Fradley to HS2 today, and it told us HS2 is reaching peak construction on phase 1 in the Midlands, with over 9,750 people and over 400 local companies in the region working on the project. We're currently carrying out works to enable the HS2 railway to run under the A38 near Lichfield, which involves the closure of 2 slip roads. We try to minimise impacts, they say, on local people and businesses as much as possible, and we'll keep them fully informed of our works and associated road diversions.